was a point where my friend was walking, trying to get him to stand up, trying to walk him around, and the three girls, we kind of looked at each other and thought, don't know how we're going to get him home here.
I felt absolutely sick with worry, and that was the worst feeling of my life then. I knew that she'd been in the taxi for 40 minutes, and I knew it was a maximum 15-minute drive.
A normal night out in Newcastle. For most people, it's a happy time with friends and a few drinks. But sometimes it can go badly wrong.
So all they'd done was bundled Natalie into the back of the taxi. I think the drivers drove round the big market. I think he's panicked with having a young girl in the back, basically semi-conscious. So he's went back to the big market, taken Natalie out the car. So I think basically about 2 o'clock in the morning, Natalie has been on her own on a Saturday night, freezing cold, basically on the side of the road.
It's every parent's nightmare, but there is help out there. A group of people ready to be with you, to be a friend when you're alone.
Hello, my name's Sally. I'm a street pastor. Okay, and we've been called down because apparently you've not been feeling so good.
So we're street pastors, and we're out there to listen, to care and to help, often when nobody else is there.
If you want to get a taxi, there's a taxi rank up the top of the big market, and we can walk up there with you if you like. Make sure you get there. Would you like to do that? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Come on then. That's it, well done.
We're round the back of Wetherspoons. The manager had said that he'd phoned for these people, the street pastors, and we were dressed in dresses, and they kind of showed up. There's 4 of them, 2 men, 2 women, dressed in their fleecy hats, scarves, big gloves, big fleeces, and they're just, looking at them thinking, I'd kill for them this at this minute in time. There was no judgment, there was no, what's he been doing? So kind, just got him up, got him walking around. All right, lad, what have you been doing then? Got him walking around and just sat and chatted to us, and just being lovely, just genuinely nice people.
We just want to make sure you get home safe, that's all right? We're not special people, we're just ordinary people from all different backgrounds, all different life experience, all different churches of all different ages, but we often find ourselves in extraordinary circumstances where we see God moving really powerfully and we can make a real difference in people's lives. Well, you're okay because we're here. It's great. If you can just support her, just keep her propped up, that'll be great.
Street pastors are volunteers. They spend a few hours at the weekend on the streets, ready to help anyone in trouble.
Do you want to put your shoes on because you've got flat shoes in there? Okay, your feet must be cold, you're walking around your bare feet.
When I first heard about street pastors, I thought it was a really good thing to do. But I just thought there's no way I could do it because it was all too scary. I wouldn't be equipped to do all the things that you had to do. I wouldn't be able to deal with people being sick, or I wouldn't have the right words to say to people, and just the whole thing was a scary thing for me.
Do you want to ring your friend on a mobile? Have you got your mobile in there?
Before any new street pastor starts work, they receive 40 hours of training. It covers areas like first aid, drug awareness, mental health issues and counselling. And new street pastors are always with more experienced team members.
At the end of the training, I realised there wasn't anything to worry about, and at the end of it, I was really looking forward to going out. I was still a bit apprehensive, but excited at the same time.
Street pastors work closely with the emergency services and with people like the door staff employed by the city's clubs, and their work is highly valued.
The work of the street pastors, they're crucial, absolutely essential, the role that they perform within the overall delivery of a successful nighttime operation, around their ability to deal with incidents in their way, and they do that with a real high level of expertise, skill and of course commitment. The support that we get from the street pastor service enables us to ensure that we can deal with anything that comes our way.
Well, it's an excellent help because obviously, the emergency services on a weekend, certainly in Newcastle City Centre, are extremely busy. So obviously, if there's an incident or a young girl, say for instance at 3 o'clock in the morning, lying outside one of the doors, the street pastors obviously are, our next line point of contact. We will call them and say, look, is there any chance we've got a young girl? She needs help, and then the guys obviously are straight there to help us.
Right, what we're going to do is we're going to give you some water to drink, okay? Yeah? Can you take it in your hand? That's it, brilliant. Good lad, well done.
For us, what we do is just an expression of who we are as Christian people, loving your neighbour and loving not just in words, but loving practically and in deeds. Is really important for any Christian person.
So we're going to get you all wrapped up if we can. You're going to look like a crisp packet.
We go out onto the streets, and in the environment that we're in, we find people in all kinds of difficult situations. We find people who've been abused, people who are marginalised, people who are repressed, people who've maybe just had a breakup with a boyfriend or a girlfriend and are really down, and we come alongside them and we find that our faith can really inform the good work that we do, and through that we can make a real difference.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely at the heart of what the church should be doing. Jesus himself reached out to the vulnerable, to the weak, to the marginal, to the people who others despised, and showed them through his actions and through his words that God loved them greatly. And that's exactly what we're called to do today. Helping the weak, helping the vulnerable, improving the conditions of our city centre, and enabling God's work to be done and his love to be shown in action.
We look back at it now, we do laugh. Rightly or wrongly, we do laugh because he was safe at the end of the night, and without the street pastors, I don't think we'd be laughing quite so much. No. So thank you to them, and I just hope that they do continue to do what they're doing and get more support and help more stupid people on the streets of Newcastle nights out.
First thing I'd like to say is well done for the fantastic job you do. And definitely not the easiest of circumstances, definitely not. Especially when it's party mode. Party mode for everyone else, not for the street pastors, definitely not. Fantastic job, yeah.
At the end of the night, I always feel like it's been worthwhile what I've done, and when I've helped people and whatever I've got involved in, I always feel like it's worthwhile, and I'm just so pleased that I got involved in it in the first place.
You might be wondering how you can get involved in this work and help. There are 4 different ways you could get involved. You could become a street pastor and come out onto the streets and help us meet people in their time of need. And the second thing you could do is you could be a champion in your local church, an advocate to help us be a link into the local churches. The third thing is that you could give financially to the work to help us keep this good work going. And the fourth and final thing is you could pray for us. We would really value your prayers, and we really believe this is an important and a good work, and we hope you do too.